I had never thought of these before, but I couldn't deny that what I was reading was resonating with me. I was sensitive. I liked talking about only a few select topics: people, psychology, and inner life, my special interests. Logistics might as well have been an alien language, and this word, masking, kept jumping out at me, as describing an experience that I didn't realize or want to admit to. So I begin this book by sharing a kind of confusion that plagued me at the time, a feeling of shock and dissonance, but also of hope and relief. Could I be on some kind of sensory spectrum, like the autism spectrum? Or did I have ADHD? Both seemed likely. But I didn't seek out assessment, diagnosis, confirmation, or anything of the like. Instead, I turned to research, studies, news articles, and countless interviews and stories with women who sounded a lot like me. Masking. Masking refers to an unconscious or conscious effort to hide and cover one's own self from the world as an attempt to accommodate others and coexist. Research and anecdotal evidence show that an extensive amount of masking and passing is going on among women and girls, primarily because of the way women are socialized. Girls and women have been taught from an early age to blend in, according to researchers and the many women I interviewed for this book. Often, women hear the common refrain, "Oh, she's just sensitive. That's how girls are." This is a sloppy but widespread oversight in our culture. Masking claims many lives, and I don't necessarily mean that women literally commit suicide, although that can happen as well, but they may commit a kind of virtual suicide, leaving many women feeling empty, depressed, and anxious, and robbing them of living according to their true selves. When society is not equipped to hold an accurate mirror up to you, you end up interpreting your reflection according to available lenses, structures, and terminology. But they're often wrong and misleading, or worse, harmful. My depth of curiosity, sensitivity, persistent wondering and questioning, my insatiable hunger to know and understand, is not mirrored in the wider culture, even in academia. I am deeply curious about the inner lives of others and understanding them, which often looks like asking a ton of questions. Good thing I became a journalist. But this is not how people make friends. It took me a long time to figure that out. So instead of accepting myself as curious, passionate, and inquisitive, I felt different and isolated. Slowly, I allowed my mannerisms and gestures to match those I witnessed around me and the messages I was getting. Namely, don't ask too many personal questions, don't talk too much, don't deliver essay-length monologues on philosophical topics. Over time, I changed. Some of the change was likely because of natural maturation, but certainly some of it felt painful and necessary in order to adapt. I had to stuff a lot of my curiosity, and I turned to reading and to other independent ways to explore the expanse of the mind, meaning I spent less time interacting with other people and more time alone. Again, these are not bad things in and of themselves, but at the time, I was operating in a binary of abnormal and normal and thought those were my only options in order to coexist with the world. I had no knowledge yet of the wide diversity of ways that the brain is made up and ways that people interact. So without anything telling me otherwise, without any mirrors reflecting who I was, I masked and suppressed. This is happening for women across the globe. In the past, we were labeled hysterical, but now we're anxious. What many women don't know, and this includes the doctors and therapists with whom we interact, is that other mirrors are available to us that reflect previously hidden parts of ourselves. It is said that the senses can be gateways to the soul, and I take that quite literally. Sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell